Fun over there, but we're having a lot more fun over here because
right.
when you're expecting a child, one of the most frequently asked questions, well, is it a boy or a girl? So we're having a little fun this morning and helping answer couples' questions on how to plan on hosting their very own gender reveal party. We're gonna have some drum roll, or should I just pop it?
Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
No way, give the drum roll, pop it. Oh, it's a girl! It's the confetti! I was like, what are we looking for? That's awesome.
Oh, that's cute, and it says it's a girl.
It's a girl, Jackie.
How excited are you? That's so fun.
I've been promoted from cat mom to real mom now.
right.
We'll be right back. A Utah teen's attempt at the Bird Box Challenge now has him facing charges for reckless driving.
You might think that this isn't a good time to hire more government workers, but the recent shutdown isn't preventing the TSA from hiring more staff. And in fact, it has a little spice like
with the cayenne.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't taste that bad. It tastes better than celery. Yeah. We always love Restaurant Week here on Good Day Columbus because it's a chance for you to either try some of your favorite restaurants or new ones at a fraction of the cost. And we've got several restaurants who are taking part in the upcoming event. As you can see, this nice spread right here. If you're married, nationaldaycalendar.com suggests spending time with your significant other, just reconnecting and just saying, I love you.
The nationalday.com survey. Of more than 1,000 married people found the top reasons people appreciate.
When you guys first opened up, kind of gave you that idea like, hey, you know what, let's donate our tips to charities.
It's 100% our faith background.
Many struggling families are coming here to get help with groceries, but as the government shutdown continues, it's getting harder and harder to stretch that dollar. 66-year-old Eileen Rowdy had bags full of groceries from All People's Fresh Market.
I got some eggs, some onions, I got potatoes and milk.
The market gives free food to families in need, an extra boost for those already on food stamps.
I'm worried, but you know what? If they take from us, honey, they're going to end up us taking from somebody else. So what we going to do? I ain't going to lay down and die.
The Ohio Association of Food Banks says 150,000 people are using SNAP or food stamp benefits across central Ohio. They already received their benefits for the month of February. The trick is how to make it last through next month.
Baby, I just have to do the best I can. Eat a lot of leftovers and not a whole lot. That's all we can do.
I try to make my meals stretch for 2 days.
Some Columbus school board members are starting to worry about the federally funded free lunch program.
As you know, 4 or 5 of our students here in Columbus City Schools are looked at as economically challenged.
But Tuesday night, the superintendent assured them and the families that the district will be okay.
As of right now, the partial shutdown is not impacting our school district operation.
But that's not putting too many people at ease.
Do not panic. That is our message, is do not panic.
The Ohio Association of Food Banks is urging families to stretch their February benefits as much as they can because it might be a while until they get any more help from the government.
There's going to be a lot of kids that's going to be hungry in February. Yeah. And that's going to be sad.
In South Columbus, Jackie Orozco, ABC 6 News. Now OSU students are starting to feel the effects of the government shutdown. Internships and even financial aid may be a big problem for some students. Ohio State students who applied for an internship with any federal agency in D.C. this spring is now on hold. Students are disappointed, to say the least.
Internships, you do learn a lot of really valuable skills. So that is troubling, that a lot of college students right now may not have the ability to go out and learn more of what they want to do with their life.
Financial aid for students also in limbo. Some students are required to submit tax information as part of the verification process when applying for FAFSA or financial aid. But Uncle Sam remains closed.
What I think about him blocking so many people's opportunities, it's messed up for sure. It's just funny how he's always talking about the American people, what he wants for them, but he's hurting so many. But
OSU says they're being flexible and waiving late fees for students affected. On the other hand, if the government shutdown continues, things will only get worse. Federal funding for research projects may be in jeopardy. $100 million worth of funding a year.
I hope this is resolved as soon as possible.
At the John Glenn International Airport, TSA workers don't know how long they can hang on.
We're reaching that tipping point of, a couple weeks without, almost a month without pay. And, it's certain challenges that start happening to that, especially things like childcare and it's the first of the month, so rent and all those other things are becoming a challenge. Thank you.
That's why Central Ohioans are banding together to help in any way they can, even if it's a meal a day.
It's something that really hit our community hard as well, because we do have a lot of federal employees that are of Somali descent and are Muslims. So we figured, hey, this is an opportunity to really show solidarity with federal employees and to just give a small gesture. It's not much, but it's done with compassion and love.
And get this, tomorrow morning, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office is scheduled to go to the airport to also feed those TSA workers. For now, reporting here in the newsroom, Jackie Orozco, ABC 6 News. Family member, residents, and city leaders in Westerville came together to honor Police Chief Joe Morbitzer. Now, Friday was his last day as chief as he moves on to head the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. I was there for the bittersweet farewell. Surrounded by love and support.
Well, this just shows how tight-knit the law enforcement community is in Central Ohio.
An exciting but difficult new chapter for Chief Joe Morbitzer as he enjoys his last day with the Westerville Police Department.
It was a tough decision, but it's also a great opportunity.
That opportunity, become the superintendent of the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. He was appointed by Attorney General Dave Yost. The chief says he's up for the challenge.
I'm coming into an organization that is chock full of professionals out there. So it's not like we're starting a new organization. I'm the rookie here.
He says one of the hardest points of his 32-year career in the Westerville Police Department, losing two of his own in the line of duty. Officers Eric Joring and Anthony Morelli were shot and killed last February, a moment that no one will ever forget.
It was a really difficult year. I worked a long time with Eric and Tony, and they're greatly missed. And the anniversary is going to be a tough time. But, we're all going to come together and move forward.
Assistant Chiefs Charles Chandler and Holly Murchlet will take over as active chief as the city looks internally and externally for a permanent police chief.
We have two relatively new assistant chiefs in their roles, so we thought giving them the opportunity to serve as acting chief for a period of time during this interim period made a lot of sense for us.
Ian, Chief, you crazy?
Residents became emotional as they hugged Chief Morbitzer one last time in his police uniform.
Honor Joe. He's a super guy. We are the best chief we've ever had.
We're going to be sad to see him go. He's been a great chief for this community.
Many saying it's a loss for the city of Westerville, but a huge gain for the state of Ohio.
That's with mixed emotions. We certainly want to wish Chief Morbitzer well on his new career endeavors as the head of the BCI.
He certainly will be missed, the chief there.
He will.